Welcome everyone, my name's Thushara, editor and founder of Darkus magazine. It's a real honour I'm able to invite you to be part of our special live lounge projects. On today's show, we're joined by singer-songwriter Sophia from the Northeast. Earlier in October 2021, Sophia released her debut EP, Hometown, which has 6 sensational tracks. If you haven't listened to it already, then you're missing out, so make sure you do it straight away. So I hope you're sitting comfortably as we get ready for today's show. Well, Sophia, nice to finally meet you.
Yeah, lovely to meet you.
How's your week been going so far?
It's been good. Very tired, but very Christmassy.
What's the most Christmassy thing you've done?
Put my Christmas tree up and watch The Holiday, I have to say.
Why that film? Why not Love Actually?
Do you know what? I am actually watching Love Actually tonight, and that's been pre-planned, so that's why I watched The Holiday.
Yeah. Excellent. Now, the other day you were in the studio with Kate, our photographer.
Yeah.
What was that like?
It was amazing. I love working with Kate. She's so nice, and I feel like she just gets me as well. Like, she knows my angles. She knows like what I like to wear and like my style, and then any vision I have, she always brings it to life. So I love Kate. I'm a big Kate fan.
So talking of vision, for your debut EP, you chose Kate to do your photography and the artwork for it. Tell us what that conversation, how it went down.
Well, I actually did a shoot with Kate for Darkus magazine, and that's how I met her. And then because I loved the pictures so much, I asked if she wanted to do my artwork. So we kind of like planned a day, and we actually went to my mum and dad's house in the Lake District for the day, which was really fun. It was like, I think it was quite summery at the time, and we went for the day and just did loads of different outfits and loads of different ideas, and it was great.
Brilliant. So think about these past few months. What have been some of those smiling moments?
Probably just the whole process. I mean, it's definitely been hard. There's definitely been like smiles with some like, oh my God, is this going to get done? But I've learned a lot, and I think the smiling moments are just when it comes together, when like you get the master back and you're like, I'm happy with it.
So when you did hear that master mix, what was the first thing that popped into your mind?
I think whenever I get a master, I always go and listen to it in my car and like drive around, and I just think,
window down?
No, well, maybe if I'm on the motorway.
Yeah.
But I always envision it like if it wasn't my song, and if I was listening to it like an artist I like listening to, what I would think, and like, oh, I like this song. So I always do that, and just like seeing it all come together.
Awesome. So from the songs that you worked on this EP, which one of them really put you to the test?
To be honest, they all did, because majority I wrote with Eddie Scott, and they all started just on guitar acoustic, and we kind of then produced them and built them up with Alfie Cattell, who like produced the full EP. So it was just about like finding the balance of keeping the same vibe from the original demos and the same like emotion in it, but then bringing a bit of production in it that makes it more pop and have a bit more of a upbeat vibe. But there was one song that I wrote fully by myself, as in on the guitar, which I'm not the best at guitar, so and that was probably a challenge for me, because I was like, do I put this on the EP, or is it really bad? Like, is it good enough? But I think it was a challenge for me, just saying, yeah, I want it on there, and then I'm really pleased that I did.
Were there other songs that didn't make it onto the EP?
Yeah, there was a song. There was a song that was meant to be on there that I'll probably do something with in the future. But Alfie actually said, he was like, I love this song, but I just don't think I can do it the justice. And I'm really pleased that he did that, because I want it to have its moment. So maybe it wasn't quite right for the EP, but in the future.
So we're going to get a little bit deep here. So in terms of your journey as an artist, what would you say are some of the things it has revealed to you about your inner strengths?
I think my journey as an artist, I think me as a person, I can sometimes be a bit of a people pleaser, and maybe just I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. So in the beginning, I think I found it hard that if I didn't like something to say, I'd always try and say it in a nice way, and then maybe I didn't want to, like, I'd tiptoe around it. Whereas now I've kind of learned, like, you have to be confident in your own decisions and your own thoughts. And even if someone says something that's really valid and amazing, if you don't like it, you have to go with that.
Yeah.
And it's not good. No one's going to be awake at night, like, upset, worrying, which is what I'm sat thinking they're doing, but really they're not. So I think you've just got to be strong and go with your intuition and your gut, and remember it's your name that's going to be out there. So if you're happy with something, that's the main point. Hey, I'm Sophia, and this is my song Said You Loved Me. Oh, where you been? You've left it now. Think you took it away for sure. No conversation, you let me down. But am I surprised? I don't think it, I just know it's true. Can admit it, our time's overdue. Yes, I know it through. Said you loved me, but you didn't mean it. 2 weeks later, find that you're gone. Your love didn't turn out the one. Now you're just a name on my phone. I die inside. Your smile don't make me high anymore. Oh, don't make me cry anymore. This love's burnt out, won't cry about you anymore. Oh, cue the words you're about to say. Think I've heard them somewhere before. Your talk's mistaken, our paths have strayed. But am I surprised? I don't think it, I just know this trend. Then I find out, oh, you got a girlfriend. Think it's time for block and unfriend. Said you loved me, but you didn't mean it. 2 weeks later, find that you're gone. Your love didn't turn out the one. Now you're just a name on my phone. I die inside. Your smile don't make me high anymore. Whoa, don't make me cry anymore. This love's burnt out, won't cry about you anymore. Hope you found what you wanted to. Newsflash, darling, it ain't all that being in love with you. Said you loved me, but you didn't mean it. 2 weeks later, find that you're gone. Your love didn't turn out the one. Now you're just a name on my phone. I died inside. Your smile don't make me high anymore. Oh, don't make me cry anymore. Oh, this love's burnt out, won't cry about you anymore. Anymore, anymore, anymore. Oh, this love's burnt out, won't cry about you anymore. Said you loved me, but you didn't mean it.
Can you remember that moment where you finally felt comfortable within your own skin as an artist?
Yeah, funny enough, I think it was actually when I put out my song Skin last November 2020, was it?
Yeah.
yeah, I think that was like my kind of change of, like, I felt really like I was on my own 2 feet and I was doing it for me, and I felt confident and I knew what I wanted, and it was a bit of a different chapter and the path I wanted to go, and I was like unapologetically me type thing.
Would you also say that was also your coming of age moment for Sophia?
I don't know. Like, I don't know if that's happened yet or if it's yet to happen, because I think things evolve all the time. Like, even with the EP, some of those songs I wrote nearly like 2 years ago now. So I've got songs that I've written more recently that I'm like, oh, I can't wait to do that. And then I'm sure it just goes round in a circle, and by the time you release something, in your head, you kind of on to the next, and then. So I don't know.
So when you're working on new music, are there any moments where you really feel that you're in the zone?
I think if I'm just like feeling a certain way or something, I always like I like making it quite personal and putting in like personal lyrics that maybe people wouldn't know as much, but they can listen to and relate to, and just like sometimes not putting ribbons on everything and just saying like it to the point how you feel. Yeah.
So with your songs having a personal angle to them, what's it like being able to share part of your heart with a new listener?
It's quite scary. I think it's easier to share it with someone you don't know, because people you know, they might be like, oh, is that about me? But it's scary, but it's also nice, because if people can think, oh, I've been through that too, or I relate to that, or they just like the song, the melody. But I think it's nice, and it's nice knowing that people connect and enjoy it.
Brilliant. So let's go back to Sophia as a kid growing up.
Yeah.
What were some of those influences?
When I was little, I was just desperate to be in a girl band. I just wanted to be in Girls Loud or in the Sugar Babes. And then I wanted to be Pixie Lott. Then I wanted to be Taylor Swift. That was my kind of vibe. And I was just desperate to sing. Like, I just, what classic, just wanted to be a pop star. That was my thing. And then as I got a little bit older, I was actually quite shy. And I have an older sister, and we used to go to like dancing and Saturday schools, and she was actually always a lot more confident than me. But then as I got older, I kind of thought, this is what I want to do. So I went to drama school at 17, and then I kind of decided, as much as I love acting and, you know, I want to do that too, but I did want to just focus on singing and writing, and I found it quite hard at drama school, and it definitely gave me a lot of things to write about. So I just put all of that into my music, and had some ups and downs that kind of shaped me to have things to write about.
When you look back at those very first things that you wrote as a 17-year-old, what do you think when you look at those lyrics?
They're quite funny. I mean, I found a book not long ago from when I was like 10, I think, and I'm writing about like boys and the way they make me feel. I'm like, oh my god, like I didn't even go near a boy at that age. So I don't know, I think I've always, even before I wrote songs, I used to write like little poems and things. And I think I've always just had quite a wild imagination and just like writing stories. So I think that's helped a lot. Creative.
So if your inner monologue could speak to you now, what would it be saying to you?
It would definitely say, just don't worry. I do think like this is a classic thing that everyone says, but there is only one of everyone in the world, so there's no point worrying that you're not exactly like someone, or you're not at the same stage as someone, because everyone's on their own journey, and if everyone's journey was exactly the same, it would be so boring. So I think just not to worry, and be happy and grateful and content with your path, and that's the way it's meant to be, and everything happens for a reason.
So obviously, as we said before, Hometown is already out. From the feedback that you've received or seen so far, have there been any that have really stood out to you?
I think I've received, like, everyone seems to have different views on each songs, but everyone really loved Said You Loved Me, which I didn't. I loved that song, but I wasn't. You never know what people are going to think and what ones are going to be people's favourite. But everyone seemed to really love that one, which is nice. And Hometown, the track, which is the title track, which is why it's called Hometown, I think that will always be a special one to me. And I think a lot people resonated with that one as well, because I think a lot of people go through that classic thing of when they're growing up, like friends go away and people get boyfriends and friendships change and people grow apart and it's all a bit so I think people really got that one, which was nice. This next one is Turn My Light Off. It started with a simple word. I found it hard to breathe when I met you. You said you liked the way I thought. You showed me how to please, so I loved you. Then I loved you. Found it hard not being close. Unsaid words they mean the most, and I never wanna come back down. Words cut deep, they sting, they're sore, but it's fine, you're my one reward, and I've loved you from the start. Baby, turn my life when you're done. Every second's longer since you're gone. I know it's hard to love you, but I'll just keep holding on. You know if you want to, you can leave, but tell me that you won't be incomplete. 'Cause I loved you, and you loved me. Baby, turn my life when you're done. Whoa, whoa, oh baby. It's hard to know if we were fate, or was I just alone when I met you? But we both know it weren't like that, 'cause if it was the case, then I'd forget you. And I'd run, and I'd run, and I'd run. Summers, days, and winter nights, I loved you in the firelight when our eyes talked in cold. We had words that no one knew, and that's the way you kept it too. But I did that for you. Baby, turn my life when you're done. Every second's longer since you're gone. I know it's hard to love you, but I'll just keep holding on. You know if you want to, you can leave, but tell me that you won't be incomplete. 'Cause I loved you, and you loved me. Baby, turn my life when you're done. Whoa, whoa, oh baby. Turn my light off, turn my light off, yeah. Baby, turn my light off when you're done. Oh, oh, oh. Keep holding on, yeah. Turn my light off, turn my light off, yeah.
So for you, what has your journey of confidence looked like, and what does it mean to be a woman in music in the times we're living in?
Yeah, I think my journey of confidence is just having the confidence, and you know, I think there's so many amazing women, and all of my idols are women. So I think the world would be just a mess without us, to be honest.
How does it feel knowing that somewhere someone is looking up to you as their inspiration, and you're their idol.
That is crazy. Like, I do think, like, really? I don't think so. But no, it's really nice. Like, I teach on a Saturday, loads of little kids, and sometimes there was last week one of them said to me, oh, I've been listening to your song, and it just made me like think, oh, because I was once like that. I was once that little girl who went to the Saturday school. So that was really nice.
Excellent. So looking forward to the year ahead then, what are some of those things you're most excited about?
I think I'm just most excited about writing new stuff and like working on new stuff that I've had and that I want to get recorded, and seeing how it comes to life, and just seeing what 2022 throws at me. Really, I'm happy to go with it.
For the people who've supported you so far on your journey, what would you like to say to them?
Just thank you. Like, I honestly thank you so much. Without support, and especially the Northeast as a music scene as a whole, I think is very supportive, and it does really feel like everyone's kind of got each other's back, and even like just like on social media, like everyone shares each other's things, and it just feels like a hub. And I do think without that support, it wouldn't be the same. Like it means a lot. Now,
as I said at the beginning, having listened to your EP non-stop, by the way, how amazing it is. So for anyone who hasn't listened to it or is about to listen to it for the first time, what's the best way to embrace it?
I think just listen to it like start to finish, beginning to end, and just kind of the journey of the EP, that they all kind of link in together, I think, in some way or another. And it is just like a story, and just listen to the lyrics and the story and take what you want from it and what you can relate to it, and enjoy it.
Brilliant. Well, Sophia, it's been a pleasure having you
so
on.
Much.
Do come back and see us again really soon.
I
will. You've got some special tracks that you're playing for us.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit why you chose those tracks.
So we chose Said You Loved Me because I feel like that's been a bit of a favourite. And I really actually love doing that song acoustic. It's a bit different from the version that's out on the EP, but it's nice hearing both. Turn My Light Off is the one. It's my Taylor Swift Nashville inspired song, so I just had to do it. And Standstill Night, that's like a really personal one, like it's almost like a letter to myself, so I think everyone can listen to that and think what they would maybe say to themselves if they could go back in time.
Awesome. Well, a pleasure as always, Sophia.
Thank you.
And wish you all the best moving forward.
Thank you so much to Darkus for having me, and this last one is Standstill Night. Big mirrored walls in the heart of it all, taking steps in a different way. Wish I could shake what you saw, but now I see it's you. All the whispers in the place and your heartbeat racing, in case you felt your skin, but all the good ones do. All night, but in your dreams you have fallen in circles, your hands slipped and lost the view. You would have sang just fine if only you had just called me. I was there within you. It hurts me just thinking that I left you sinking. The sad girl we've once known, the sparkle reveals her bones. I wanna dance all night, you're not see-through. Heart full of love, losing all that she was, so the red lips came out to play. Moments to years, but the change was when my eyes met yours. The street she came from, I'll be there with the light on. This chair is yours, sit, we'll talk it all. dreams you have fallen in circles, your hands slipped and lost the view. You would have sang just fine if only you had just called me. Oh, was there within you? It hurts me just thinking that I left you sinking. The sad girl we've once known, the sparkle reveals her bones. I wanna dance all night, you're not see it through. You have fallen in circles, your hands slipped and lost the view. You would have sang just fine if only you had just called me. Oh, was there within you? She's in you, the girl who you're proud she grew in. So she's shy, she can stumble, but her world won't crumble. No, I wanna dance all night, you're not see it through. Would have danced all night till the morning comes and the sun will rise. Would have danced all, would have danced